pages. Okay, we are here today to celebrate the joining of two families. The Fennels and the Olanders. I made it through the ceremony without shedding a tear. I'm going to make it through this. Today I did not lose a daughter, but I truly gained a son. Stephen, remember the vows you took. Because today I turn over to you the care of one of the most cherished people in my life. To Jeff and Kathy, your son has taken the word of God literally, as stated in Genesis 2:24. Therefore, a man shall leave his father and mother and hold fast to his wife, and they become one flesh. I'm not sure that's what the Bible meant, going all the way across the ocean. But the fact that you are willing to do this for Kelly is just another example of how much you love her. Kelly, remember to honor and love Stephen. He's not only your husband, but he's my new son-in-law. May the two of you have a long and happy marriage, and give your mother and I many grandchildren. To the friends and family of the happy couple, continue to speak words of encouragement, to be supportive in the future as you've been in the past. To Kelly and Stephen, we raise a toast. Kelly and Stephen.
Okay. And now we're going to hear from the groom himself. So Tim, if you wouldn't mind passing the microphone over. Let's give him a round of applause as he stands up. Mr. Stephen Fennell!
Silence for the Fens, please. Thank you, Danny. That's your fault. Everyone's calling me Fen now. It's all your fault. Go on, Big Fen. Yes, I know. Yes, I'd like to thank you all for coming and being here to share this day, with me and Kelly, and and our families and everything. And I know that both myself and Kelly are really touched to see how many people come. Really are. Thanks of course to all of Kelly's family, Tim, Sheila, and Jim and Sue, and Melissa and Jennifer flying over here. Comes to this very strange place. It's a rather large ocean, and Britain isn't my normal place at times. Britain's got talent show for that. So I have to thank Neil Bardra, one of my best men. Neil speaks Sam Bardra. If you have any other names, then please. I can't quote more of those. When Kelly originally found out about them, she thought it was 3 men. It's not a joke, she thought it was 3 different people. That was difficult to explain. But he's done a lot of organising behind the scenes, and has dealt with me having to go at me once. Having to go at him once. Well, he just phoned me up after only an hour and a half sleep. And I was just like, oh no, what are you doing? So, he's made my life a lot easier. Most of the time. I also thank my parents, Jeff and Kathy, for always supporting me in my life. Especially when I fell in love with a girl half a world away. Because that takes some support, everything like that. Thanks to all the ushers for just rushing around and really doing stuff. Although Nate did forget his trousers when he turned up the garage. He let Sue iron his shirt and then ran off and got it. Which is, that's Nate. I just like to, I thank Gary, the other best man, for, just helping, doing a lot, holding the rings, but also helping a lot this morning when Neil had to dash off for a second. The bridesmaids, of course, were beautiful, and the flower girl's beautiful as well, even though she's a scene stealer. You know, it's not about you, Evie. Do you want to say hello? She's brilliant. No one's very talkative. Just being, the bridesmaid female Callie. And to my sister, let me use the cutest flower girl in history ever. There she goes. And I just want to thank Kelly for saying yes to being my wife, and for being my great supporter and friend, looking beautiful as she always does. Show the rest of the day.
Okay. We don't often get this privilege, but now we're going to be hearing from the Maid of Honor. And please put your hands together for Melissa.
Well, thank you for sharing the microphone with me. I know this isn't a British tradition, what I've been told. Thank you for giving me this moment. The next speech coming up is going to be fairly humorous, so this one will probably not be humorous. It will probably be a lot of me blubbering. but I'm Melissa, as you said. I've known Kelly for going on about 10 years. A mutual friend of ours was actually looking to put a house full of roommates together. And we didn't know each other at the time, and we were pretty much just thrown into a house together. Not only a house, but our own room. We shared a room. What I didn't know then was that I had just met the person who would truly become the best friend I've ever had. Sorry. I truly consider Kelly to be a sister in every way but name. We've adopted each other's families, we've cared for each other's pets, on vacation, we've lived together for 6 of those 10 years that we've been friends. We know each other's bad habits, like how Kelly's things in space are usually clean but very cluttered and disorganized. So be prepared for that, Stephen.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah. And my things are usually very organized, but dirty, dusty. To the point where Kelly actually likes to play tricks on me and move my things while I'm gone to see if I'll notice when I get home if they're still symmetrical and in there.
But there's a dust ring everywhere.
Yeah. So we also, aside from habits, we also know each other's best qualities. Like, I know that Kelly is truly one of the most thoughtful, kind, and selfless people that you'll ever find. And she's truly created to be a perfect wife. Throughout our friendship, I've had the privilege of watching her mature and grow into a strong and confident woman. A woman who was eager and excited to find a partner that she would have for the rest of her life. And I'm so glad that she found Stephen. And the wonderful and unique, orchestrated by God way that they found each other. I'm so happy for this couple, and I'm excited to witness their future. So I love poetry, so I found a poem that I wanted to read, because I feel that it fits their relationship perfectly. And it's called The One. When the one whose hand you're holding is the one who holds your heart, when the one whose eyes you gaze, give your hopes and dreams their start. When the one you think of first and last is the one who holds you tight, and the things you plan together make the whole world seem just right. When the one you believe in puts their faith and trust in you, you found the one and only love you'll share your whole life through. So best wishes to you both, and I love you, and thank you for letting me share this with you. All right.
Now it's American tradition, if you tap your glasses, bride and groom have to kiss. Do it as often as you can. And so,
It's not that.
yeah, you did. So I'm not sure how nervous Stephen's going to be.
Well, that made Kelly cry. This is definitely going to make me.
Well, then I need to say nothing more apart from introduce to you the best man, Gary. Okay. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's an absolute privilege to be able to stand here today and talk about a guy who I love as a brother. The last few months have really brought us together and brought out the best in him. He stayed calm, patient, and showed a huge amount of maturity and incredible organisational skills. Neil, you're a credit to yourself, mate. You've done us all very proud. I must admit that when we were both asked to share the role as best man, with Neil organising everything and me just holding the rings and then standing here talking, I thought I'd got the easy part until now. But then again, the opportunity to stand and talk in Steve's presence for a few minutes and not be interrupted was an opportunity to turn down. As for Steve, it's now time for the most uncomfortable 4 minutes of your life, mate. And the most uncomfortable 4 minutes of Kelly's life will be coming later tonight, courtesy of Steve. That's one, alright? I think we can all agree that it's been a brilliant afternoon. Well, if only you could have seen it a few hours ago. There was makeup being thrown about, tears, screaming, and almighty tantrums. But we managed to get Steve calmed down. To be fair to him, the only time I've seen him get a little worried was this morning. We went out for breakfast and he started really stressing about the food. His speech was getting quicker, his hands started shaking, his face went bright red. Will there be enough? Will there be enough? I don't think there's going to be enough. But then the waitress finally came and took our order and everything was alright. At this point, I'm supposed to recall embarrassing moments from Steve's past and ridicule him. So, wait a minute. Okay. Do you remember that? There was a time where we almost got kicked out of a pub because he was disagreeing about an answer to a quiz question. It may seem a bit harsh, but he was just standing there shouting at the machine. The machine was wrong. Point proven, ladies and gentlemen. How about the time we were at Audacious? That, for those of you not in the know, is a Christian youth conference that we have over here. Steve, sleepwalking and wearing only his boxer shorts, came out into the room in the middle of the night and started speaking in tongues. I think church is still paying the counselling bills for all the youth. I could go on with more examples, but I know we've got DJ Dan over there ready to start. Although most of us in the room know Steve pretty well, we have our American guests, both in person and via the web, who may be wondering just what Kelly has got herself in a husband. I can assure you that when he's not shouting at inanimate objects or walking around shooting dogs in his pants, he's a great guy who's a lot of fun. He's caring, will shower you with affection, he's loyal and constantly entertaining. Although, Kelly, could you not have just bought a dog? Cheaper. When Steve first told me about Kelly and that he was planning to go to America, I remember being a really supportive friend and just bursting out laughing. Because I was certain he wouldn't go through with it, and that it was just his latest fad in his love of all things American. In fact, I kept thinking and saying that until he actually boarded the plane. I'm really happy to be able to stand here today and be proved wrong. Steve was buzzing about the whole thing when he came back, and later told us that Kelly was planning to come over just after Christmas, which was when we all met her. From the moment I saw them together, it just made sense. And those of us who've been able to get to know Kelly a bit over the last few months will all agree how lovely she is, and more importantly, just how patient she is with Steve, making them perfect for each other. I think I speak for everyone here when I say thank you for letting us be a part of your special day. And although Steve and I have had our differences, it's been nothing that a judge and a quite expensive legal team couldn't sort out. I just want to say, mate, I love you. You're my closest friends, and life won't be the same without you running around getting stressy over the church lighting system. It's just not going to be, it's completely different. Finally, as the ushers, you'll notice we'll begin serving you for the final toast. We know that it was a dry wedding, so we weren't on alcohol on the premises, much to certain people's dismay. Kathy. Yeah, we're all like that. But I've taken the liberty of pouring out some shots of Steve's favourite beverage, Monster. Just for this final toast, okay? Just to warn you, it is disgusting, but Steve seems to dig it, alright? So just be patient. It's, I think ironically it's the sugar-free Monster. So yeah, it's a healthy one. But yeah, as that's getting prepared, and as the all-new Mr. and Mrs. Stephen Fennell prepare for their honeymoon, and then their life together in a land more exotic than Steve's internet history. That was the last one, promise. It was my parents. Okay. If everyone's got their glasses, if you'd like to learn to stand to your feet and join me in a toast. Ladies and gentlemen, the bride and groom. And that's it. Thank you very much.
Well done. One more round of applause for all the speeches. You ended well. Okay. It's now time for some desserts and puddings, if you can fit them in. They're just situated over there on the